Let's get into ACEs. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. It's Chanelle here at Positive Kids. I'm the founder of Positive Kids, and also I'm the mother to Alex and Preston, who have inspired me to create Positive Kids. So let's get into ACEs. ACEs stands for Adverse Childhood Experiences. And so adverse childhood experiences is something that was monitored back in 1995 initially through the CDC, Center of Disease Control, and Kaiser Permanente, an organization in San Diego, California. And the two of those organizations collaborated to conduct a study where they was able to find a link between certain health behaviors and also certain health conditions as it relates to any adverse childhood experiences. Okay, this was done by taking 17,000 participants and giving them a questionnaire that consists of 10 questions, and also analyzing their health condition at the time of the survey, and also following them along as they live in their life, monitoring their health and so on. So the 10 questions try to hit three types of adversities, such as abuse, neglect, and family household challenges. There may be a lot more types of traumas and adversities a child may experience, but that is what was worked out in the study. Okay, so through these 10 questions, which are could only be answered with a yes or a no, and for every yes, you get a point. So at the end of taking the questions, answering all of the questions, you will then add up all your yeses, and that is your score. So the ACE score is sort of like a cholesterol test of how much toxic stress you were exposed to as a child, okay? And based on that score, that may, I say may, it's not a guarantee, may factor into the type of health you may have as an adult. So these 17,000 participants in the initial study were college educated, majority of them had some college or were college grads. 74% were white, about 4% were black. Majority of them were women, 54% women, about 49% male. They were upper middle class to middle class. Based on the findings of the original test, there was to be a link between certain health conditions. So those with a high score, the higher your score, the higher the risk that you're more likely to get certain diseases, okay, or maybe have certain social problems. 87% of participants had at least one, okay, one yes to one of the questions. And it means that you may want to analyze how resilient you can be to overcoming the adversities that you have experienced as a child. And also now, once you take your score, you can now feel empowered. Now that you're aware of the ACEs, you can feel empowered on how you will heal yourself, and also make sure your children don't wind up with high ACE scores that may affect them in their adulthood. That is actually one of the reasons why I pursued wanting to know more about the ACE scoring test, and that's because I am raising Preston and Alex, who are African American, obviously, and I know that the road ahead of them into adulthood and beyond is going to be a little bumpy for them, especially in the social, economic, political climate that we live in today here in the U.S., that my children are going to be hit with some adversity. So I am committed, dedicated, just trying to make sure my children have a resilient mindset, and so that they can overcome these adversities. Once CDC did the study and came up with the health findings, they didn't leave us hanging. They also gave us preventative factors. And one of the preventative factors for ACEs is creating a loving, supporting, consistent environment for your children. And that is something that Positive Kids is definitely dedicated to doing. So definitely take a look at the ACEs study. If you'd like more information about it, please comment down below and I will do another video and we can go into a little bit deeper the findings of it. But this was an overview of what ACEs are. Again, my name is Chanelle and I appreciate you stopping by my channel today, and I hope to keep giving you more value that you can use in your day-to-day, especially with your relationship with your children. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.